Welcome back to Captain DLC Gaming. It is the first day of Kaldheim, officially on the arena, and we are jumping into a draft. Sigrid is our rare. Flash First Strike. 3 mana for a 2/2 protection from god creatures. When it enters the battlefield, exile up to one target attacking or blocking creature until it leaves the battlefield. Good card in red, definitely, or in white, I'm sorry. Definitely locks us into white with the double white mana. Bloody Berserker. Keep in mind, I don't know hardly anything about any of these cards. There's going to be a lot of reading. When you cast your second spell, put a +1/+1 counter on it, gains menace until end of turn. Okay, so wants us to be playing lots of spells. Create a creature token. Put the hammer on it. Choose creature type. Another creature of the chosen type of the battlefield and just put a +1. Okay, so if you're going for Snowland, so it looks like we're taking the god. This will be an interesting draft because I am not very familiar with the cards. Snow, look at the top card of your library of snow card you may reveal, put in your hand. That seems narrow. Destroy target creature spell was foretold. Scry 2. That's good removal. I think that's probably what we want to take. Ender Hall enters the battlefield tapped. Taps for green. Sacrifice it. Creatures you don't control get -2/-2 until up to one target creature you don't control. And then you create an elf warrior. Okay. Let's see what else is going on in white. Artifact enchantment spells lower the cost. Is that a flyer? Yep. 2/2 flyer for 3. Bergstrider. Enters, tap artifact or creature. If you spent snow to cast it, Wings of the Cosmos, target creature gets +1/+3, gains flying until end turn, tap it. That's a good trick. We'll keep our options open here with Poison the Cup. Elven Bow. Create a token. This looks pretty good. So the boast ability, untap it, put a +1/+1 counter on it. I like that. +1/+1 counter, follow the imposter, exile a creature with the greatest power. Okay, that's actually really good. I like follow the imposter. Especially in draft, you get that out on turn 3. That can do some work. I think the Braggart's really good as well. Do we want to move into green with the Saga? Vigilance Foretell. A 3/6 cat, that's not bad. Seeing a lot of blue here as well. Red potentially open by the looks of this pack. Gain control of target creature. Replication Ring. Add 1 mana of any color at the beginning of your upkeep. Put a night counter on Replication Ring. When that has 8 or more night counters on it, remove all of them and create 8 colorless snow artifact tokens named Replication Ring with add 1 mana of any color. Okay, so it's like a midnight clock. And it's only on your upkeep. So 8 turns, that seems a little slow. Revitalizes back. That's not really exciting. Way down. Exile a creature from your graveyard. I mean, that's pretty good removal in black. I don't really want to go into just black-white at this point, but just trying to pick the best cards. I really like Replication Ring, but I think it's slow and likely won't end up getting played in our deck. So we'll take the removal here. Ruin of Might. Draw cards, so cantrips, as long as enchanted permanent is a creature, +1 trample, or you can enchant a equipment and it passes on the effect. Enters the battlefield, you may exile a creature card from your graveyard. If you do, return target artifact or enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, so get something back. Exile creature. card from your graveyard, target opponent loses 3 life. Some decent top end, I guess. I'm not sure if the Scald is good. Carve doesn't seem that great. Foretell 0. That seems not too bad for goes in any color. We'll stick with white here, I think. Provoke the trolls, 3 damage to any target. If creature is dealt damage this way, it gets +5/+0 until end of turn. Interesting. Life gain, life drain, and an expensive enchantment. Longboat's not bad because it only takes 1 to crew. I think this is a little bit slow for draft, unless draft is going to be a slow format. And I don't know if there's any life gain payoffs. Glittering Frost seems good if you're looking for those payoffs. Three for a 3/2 cleric, foretell cost 1. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, you gain 2 life. Life gain prolongs games. That might be not a bad place to go. We see the Dread Rider again. Berserker. When he dies, if its power is 3 or greater, create a zombie Berserker token. So it's a 2/2. It's a bear with some upside if you're doing +1/+1 counter things. With Foretell, I feel like we can activate the double spell trigger, maybe. Search your library for Snow Land card, be able to put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. It's definitely heavy on the snow theme. Dead Rider's back. Oh man. We've got good removal in black. Well, we could go into green perhaps. I don't know that we want to be in snow, but we'll take the Spirit of Elder Guard. I think we probably want to already be into hard into snow synergy, though we are only in pack 1. We'll see how this plays out. The Giant Ox. Big wall. Berserker dies, create a human. So a 2/1 that replaces itself, that's always seems pretty good. Also, I mean, in draft, I can just shut stuff down. If we want to slow down, let's take the Giant Ox, just for funsies. I know it's probably not the best pick, but it either begs removal or you have to take to the skies. Okay, we got the trick. Dead Rider. At this point, it's been fast enough, maybe we need to take it. We could take black-blue. Snowland. No, we'll take the trick. Let's take cards that impact the game when played. Until Boast. Return target creature card from a graveyard to your hand. I mean, that's good. A 3/3 for 4 with resurgent capabilities. Revitalize. Add 2 mana of any color, 2 mana of any other color. Spend this mana only to cast creature enchantment spells. This helps you ramp, I guess, so maybe we'll consider that. Black-white, we'll take that. Enters battlefield +1 on target creature. Yeah, we'll take the Snowland, just in case. Or the enchantment. Rutro, Quakebringer, not in our colors. Your opponent can't gain life, but your keep deals 2 damage to each opponent. This ability triggers only if it is on the battlefield or in your graveyard and you control a giant. So you need to pair that up with another giant. Colossal Plow. Gain 3 life. You don't lose this mana. Yeah, I think we might want the Plow because why not use the giant ox? That's hilarious. What else do we got going on here? So it doesn't look like a lot of black here. Maybe some white. I think maybe we need to consider another splash color. Maybe green, maybe blue. Changeling, Monitor Frost. I mean, it's Magical Christmas Land with the Plow, but enchantment as rally ranks enter the battlefield. Choose a creature type. Creatures you control the chosen type get +1/+1. How much, like, actual creature type? We're not really in a theme. That's a good enchantment, but only, I think, if you're drafting like a cleric's deck or something like that. Target opponent discards 2 cards. Okay. 5 damage to target tapped creature. I mean, that's removal. You have to wait for them to be tapped, but that works. Enters, it was a second spell you cast this turn, put +1/+1 counter. Target creature. That's a fine 1-drop. I think we take the removal. Enters the battlefield, draw a card. Death Touch. Let's see, target creature 1/3. That's a trick. That's fine. Bonus return target. We already have a recruiter. Enters each opponent discards a card. Enchanted creature is +1/+1. When enchanted creature leaves the battlefield, create a 1/1 white flying spirit token with. I mean, that's a nice enchantment. Maybe we pick that up. So we have 2 clerics, 3 warriors, 8 creatures right now. Giant or wizards in blue. Whenever a creature controls death touch deals damage to a player, that player gets 2 poison counters? What? What the what? I mean, a 2/2 1/3 death touch is nice in green. Tap target creature. Yeah, I think we can go with that. We're going strong into white. White's pretty open. I think we do need to define. Go +1, so it's 4/2 with Menace. That's pretty good. I think we'll take the. So we're getting pretty stacked on 3 drops, so we need to diversify here. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Berserker. We could try to put that synergy together a bit. We do have the Oracle already, right? Yep. Can't attack, block crew vehicles, and his activated abilities can't be activated. Ooh. Yeah, let's take the removal. Okay, we're getting stacked on 3 drops. We already have the champion, enchant permanent, lifelink. That's not bad. What's this? Choose a creature you control until your next turn. All damage that would be dealt to creatures you control is dealt to that creature instead. Interesting. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with flying counter on it. That creature is Angel Warrior in addition to its other types. Okay. That's interesting. Story Seeker wouldn't be a bad pick either. So you have to pay an additional 3 if you do 2/2's Black Zombie. Okay. Each player sacrifices 2 creatures. I'm not sure if we're going to be in a place where we're okay with sacrificing 2. A 3/1 with lifelink is interesting. Way down again. Works with double spelling. Probably need to start picking up some more creatures. We've got 9. What a mess. Untap a snowland. Foretell for 0, so you can play it for 2 and then 0. Seems nice. Crew 1 vigilance. Do we care about... Oh, that was another 3-drop. Oof. Shapeshifter came back through. Oh, it's highly... Need to really be strong in snow, I think. Another recruiter wouldn't be terrible. A green snowland. We do have Spirit of Elderguard, but it seems a little bit late for that. I don't want to have too many of those. I mean, it's just a 1-drop 1/1 that throws a counter conditionally. I forgot how fast these drafts go. Small boast creature. Maybe. Yeah, we'll pick the Story Seeker. Revitalize, why not? Destroy all creatures. That's interesting. Kind of want that for the collection. When we catch a second spell each turn, create a +1/+1 white spirit creature with flying. That could be really good. I mean, I have no idea what we've got really going on here. Oof. Get in my sideboard, come on. How many creatures do we have? 13. That's not terrible. The Ox to hold things down and get the plow going. Definitely need some 2-drops. Blood in the Snow. Destroy all creatures, destroy all planeswalkers. I mean, 2 board wipes back to back. Then return a creature or planeswalker card with converted from your graveyard to the battlefield to X amount of snow. We only have 2 snowlands. What else do we got in here? Pump the team. Ooh, this does not look good in white, green, really anything that we're doing. We'll take the rare. Discard and discard. Do we not have the Braggart? We do. See if that wheels. Let's take Skull Raid. I think we are at this point kind of committed to black-white for our first draft here. I think we could have gone a different way, but I feel like I'm drinking from a fire hose here, not knowing the cards or being familiar with them. I perused a little bit of the YouTubes, but don't have a grasp on themes in the deck. Betrayer King. Other snow zombie creatures you control get +1/+1. That seems good. What's this? Helm enters battlefield. 2/2 black. Oh yeah, +2/+2 and has menace. I mean, that's not bad for 2. We'll think about that. Return target creature from your graveyard to your hand. Return 2 target creatures from your graveyard that share a creature type from your graveyard to your hand. We don't really have any big bomb creatures at this point. We get another look at Rise the Draugr. Ooh, that's a really nice card. Snakeskin Veil. Oh. Blossoming Defense is back. Here we go. Here's a big cat. Well, it attacks with 3 power. That's kind of tough. Another Snakeskin Veil. Should we be considering splashing green? Yeah. So, turn 4, we can get a White Angel Warrior creature token with Flying and Vigilance. Yep. Yep, we will take that. I don't think we want another one of those. Bound in Gold. Sure. Flying First Strike. Get some evasion going. Ooh, nothing really good here. Maybe that could be good with Foretell, so we'll throw that in there. Up to 2 target creatures, each get +1 and gain indestructible until end of turn. Yep. Put that in the sideboard. Don't think we're playing that, but it's in color, so we'll take it. 2 Code Spell Clerics. I have to go back and remember how many double spell synergies we have. Another Raise the Draugr. Alright, we've got a bit of a mess that was way too fast. I don't think I drafted well, but let's muddle through this. Alright. 52 cards. We got 12 to drop. I don't think we care about snow at all. So, Sinkhole's fine. Definitely the Hall. We'll get rid of the Forest. And leave it at that. Alright, so 1 drops. Got 2 Code Spell Clerics. Each creatures +1/+1. Target creature 1/3 gains flying until end of turn. Untap it. I like the art on that. Boast. Opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Way down is removal. Exile a creature card from your graveyard. Colossal Plow. The only thing about Colossal Plow is, yes, we did get the Ox, but if we don't get the Ox in our hand, Plow is just a dead card. I almost feel better if we had a tutor for it. Revitalize, I think we can drop that for now. Lifelink, we definitely want that. I like the Helm because that can go on the Raptor. And the fact that it's equipment so it sticks around. Raise the Draugr. I think we can go down to 1 here. The pick, +1/+1. Again, this is nice ramp, but I don't know that we need a lot of ramp. We'll consider that. Again, going with the Raptor would be nice. Or if we create a bird off of the Worthy. Bounding Gold removal, so we'll leave that alone for now. Whenever you cast your second spell, gain 2 life. We got tons of 1-drops. We're probably going to have to cut down on our 1-drops, but that gives the opportunity for double spell. Iron Verdict. 5 damage to target tapped creature. You can foretell it. It's kind of neat. Then you only have to hold up 1 mana. Which is sweet because then as soon as they tap to attack, you just fry it. So at instant speed, that's much better than and with the foretell cost. Flash First Strike. Exile up to 1 target attacking or blocking creature until it leaves the battlefield. Poison the Cup. Ancient of the Worthy. This is one I'm not sure on. Choose a creature you control. Up until your next turn, all damage that would be dealt to that creature you control is dealt to that creature instead. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a flying counter on it. That creature is an Angel Warrior in addition to its other types. So in the early game, I'm not sure that this does a lot. I mean, if we have Giant Ox out, we choose that, and then we just don't take any damage, but we wouldn't be really taking attack damage unless they're going wide anyways. All damage that would be dealt to creatures you control. Okay, so it's not you, it's creatures you control. Interesting. So it is even more limited there. But then if that creature dies, then you can get it back. Maybe I'm not understanding the power level of this card. The art's cool. I mean, I guess this would be really cool if we had more aggressive creatures with like power 3, toughness 1. So you force them that if they do attack and you can block, then they end up taking that out, and then that aggressive creature gets airborne at the end. I think for now we're going to cut it. Maybe rethink that a little bit. So we're heavy on 1-drops and 3-drops. I think we're going to have to reconsider going back to those. The Braggart's, I think, just really good with the boast ability on a 3/3 body. And that's going to potentially grow. Recruiter, same thing, 3/3 body. Skull Raid I like because it's always value. And you can foretell it. And I always think that these kinds of cards are much better after turn 3 or 4, which is fine when they usually cost 4, because that's about the time that you want to be playing it. It just takes that spell slot for that turn. But with this double spell synergy, getting it out early might be nice, and then just being able to foretell it into play. Master Scald enters battlefield. You may exile a creature card from a graveyard. If you do, return target artifact or enchantment card. What's our artifacts and enchantments? We don't really care about those. Artifact, we have 4. Enchantment, we have 3. I mean, it's a 5-drop 4/4. What are enchantments and... Oh, we've got Valor of the Worthy, so we can get that back. Helm Artifact. Don't know if there's much artifact hate in this set. And the Gold Vein Pick. And then, of course, Bound in Gold to get around that. I mean, maybe. Warhorn Blast. I like this only because it has Foretell. Cast it for 2 and then cast it again at instant speed for 3 and just pump the whole team up. I feel like that can be really good. I really like Doomskar because it's a sweeper with Foretell. I think this is going to be impactful in the standard environment for sure. I like the Kennel Master. I like the Guardian. So the problem with this deck is how are we winning? We don't have an awesome curve to just get creatures out consistently. Dread Rider 3/7. Exile creature card from graveyard. Target opponent loses 3 life. I mean, that's an alternate win con in a way, I guess. But it's an expensive 3/7. So 4, 5, 6. Destroy all creatures, draw planeswalkers. X is the amount of snow. That's really not going to work well for us besides just a board wipe, so we're going to cut that because we only have the 1 snow. So we've got a 3/7 and a 3/6 at the 6-drop slot. I do like the Dread Rider though, because we are likely to lose some creatures along the way. 16 creatures. Yikes. Okay, we definitely need to not lose any more creatures as we cut, if at all possible. And we're playing all the black-white creatures that we have. Alright, for sake of length of video, I'm going to make some calculated decisions here, and we will be right back with you. Welcome back. So we trimmed the deck down. We're going 41 out of 40 cards because of the plow. We'll see how this first game goes and hopefully learn and move on from there. So we ended up Dread Rider. I shifted things over a little bit, so like the God's Hall Guardian is over here because if we foretell it, likely it's a 4-drop, so just to get a better idea of what my curve looked like with the potential of foretell. There's only a couple that did that. Warhorn Blast I think is not particularly awesome in this deck, but it's good in any deck with the foretell cost. Just the inevitability of a paying 3 at instant speed to pump your entire team could be good. I might end up pulling that one. I just didn't. So Doomskar, I think, is something that we're looking for, somebody who gets off to an aggressive start if we don't have our big blockers in play. And again, the ability to foretell that makes it awesome. Braggart is just one of the best creatures that we have. The Recruiter's good as well. We're down to 15 creatures here, so getting something back could be important. Skull Raid is a quality card. The Guardian, I think, in conjunction with equipment or enchantment, is better to get some damage through. Otherwise, we're just holding down the battle ground. And with the high toughness creature, which is interesting. Went down to 1 bound in gold, just to because I had to make some trims somewhere. We have other removal, so I don't want to get too removal heavy, which that sounds silly, but maybe just to keep the... I didn't want to dump any more creatures, basically. The Oracle, getting rid of some of the 1-drops, I don't think the 2 life is going to be super significant, but hey, if we activate it once, it's probably worth it on a 3 mana 3/2. Gold Mall Champion, I think, is really great. Potentially allows you to get through. Iron Verdict, I think, again, awesome with the foretell cost of 1. It's just blow up a creature at instant speed for 1 mana. Yeah. Sigrid's good. I potentially exile something. And then, of course, Poison the Cup, just the removal. Effigy, just to have a 2/3 that you can basically just cost for 2, which is why it's down at the 2 cost. The Helm, I think, is good because all of our creatures, we don't have a lot of power. So we need to pump up the power to get some damage through and hopefully equip something in the air with that. Story Seeker, just good 2-drop. Giant Ox, hold down. And we're playing Colossal Plow because we have the Ox, and I want Magical Christmas Land because this is my first draft and I just want to have fun. Way down, we went down to 1 just because I was worried about having the creature card in the graveyard. Sorcery Speed, just decided with the removal package that we have, I can go down to 1 there. Dusk Wielder, I think this is one that's maybe going to get a hit or 2 in the early game, potentially. Otherwise, it's just fodder for the graveyard to activate the way down later. Who knows? Cleric, I left 1 in there. Another chump blocker, potential to throw a counter somewhere, which could be significant. And then the Battlefield Raptor is something that we're keen to get on the battlefield early and either equip or pump or whatnot. So probably weakest in the 1-drops, probably drop another one there. But I just want to see how this plays out. So let's jump into our first game here and see how good we can do with what I think is not a very good draft. I need to familiarize myself with the cards a little bit more, I think, before going into another draft. So we get Doomscar. And Effigy for our 2-drop. Yeah, I think this is keepable. We'll give this a shot. Oh man. Need to turn down the brightness on my monitor. That is an epic background. And yeah, we'll just lead off with Swamp. Opponent in green seems good. Lots of good cards in green that we saw. I think it's early for the Doomscar. We don't have a 1-drop. But yeah, let's foretell this. This one's interesting because of the 0 cost. So it's either pay 2 now, and then just get it in play next turn, or you could get it in play next turn with 3 mana. But then now it enables us to do something else with our 3 mana on turn 3. And what do we do? I think let's get Doomscar foretold. Do we want to put the Effigy out knowing that our opponent's likely to play a creature next turn? Or do we just rely on Doomscar? We need another white, so let's go ahead and foretell. Glittering Frost. Opponent's interested in ramping and also snow synergy. Get in for 2. We could have used the Helm there. That's instant speed. Yeah, we want to foretell this. Hope to draw into another land here. I'm really interested in how this foretell mechanic will change the game in Standard. Okay, a big boat, crew 3. There's a land. That's nice. Here I think we can go with the helm. Or we could get the braggart out. Braggart doesn't have haste, so second main's fine there. Takes up all our mana, but I think we're fine at this point, so yeah, let's go with that. Going for some ramp. No blocks. Interesting. So we can play Sigrid to try to get rid of the creature next turn. Or we can boast the braggart and then hold up Poison the Cup. I like that. So now he's a 4/4. Yeah, and then we'll hold up Poison the Cup. I hope the opponent doesn't see me every time that I look at things that are foretold. Enters, create a elf warrior token. Okay, that's fine. Go White strategy activated. I expect we see the boat here. Are they willing to offer the trade? Yep, they will. We'll do this before attack declared so they don't get the value off of it. We get to scry too, which is nice. Don't care about that. We will take the raptor though. So this is interesting. Do we want to boast the braggart? I think we do, but that only leaves us with 2 mana, which means Sigrid is not good. Use the helm. That gets 5. That gets 9. Yeah, let's be aggressive here. So let's put the helm on the effigy. Oh, I'm so used to the ones that automatically equip. Oops. Yeah. I guess not all artifacts do that. That was something that the Nakar Rising did well. We want to go ahead and spin the boast. Yeah, we do. We want a nice blocker. Oh no! Should have seen that coming. There's always one of these cards in the set, right? And I'm gonna take 9 here. Alright. Nice play. Doomscar? Yep, Doomscar. Why? Because we can. The new sweeper activated. And we have way more cards in our hand than they do. So... a little shy on mana though. That's getting kind of annoying. Let's get the Raptor out. And let's see. Do we want to enchant it now? I think we foretell the verdict. So that's just 1 mana. Yeah, I think we go ahead and use the mana now efficiently. See what they play here. Nada. It's good for us. Maximum damage. Shields will be down, but let's go for it. Discard a card. Maybe I don't wanna. Warhorn Blast can go. Skull Raid, that's an interesting draw. So we definitely swing in, bring the opponent down to 2. And then we hold up Sigrid and Iron Verdict. Or we get another threat. So they have 2 things to deal with and leave removal open. Yeah, let's go with that. Why can't I just... oh. Do I care if they make a treasure token? No, I don't. Are they gonna board wipe me? Nope. And we get game 1. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, definitely utilizing the value within the foretell was much better than I thought there. Raptor really saved the day there. Just being to come back and double equip that in the late game when the opponent was down on resources was super key. Skull Raid could have used that to make sure the opponent didn't have resources. But also, I mean, the opponent obviously got flooded. So their deck would have probably been a lot better on a better curve. Without having so many lands to start out with. So, all things considered, we'll take the win. Alright, let's head into game number 2. 1 win under our belt. We're just going to play the deck back. Took a quick glance at it. Not sure that I can optimize it any better than it already is. So, let's see how it does in game 2. Still holding on to the 41 cards. Hoping for Magical Christmas Land where we get the Ox and the Plow. Just for the fun of it. Again, realizing that the Plow without the Ox in our deck is going to be a dead card if we don't get the Ox to go with it. Plow being a 2-drop 0/6 that's just going to sit there. But we'll see what happens. Also, Draugr's Helm is much worse than I thought it was. I'm so used to artifacts coming into play and attaching to a creature automatically from Zendikar. So it's a 2-drop, but then equip 4 to get +2/+2 in Menace. Playing it for 5, I think, is really what you want to be doing. This is okay. We'll try it out. Dusk Wielder's gonna have to hold down the battlefield for a while. Definitely not the best opening hand, but we can foretell the Guardian. And hope we draw into some good stuff here. We might consider dropping the Helm, actually, before the next game, and that'll bring us actually down to the 40 cards. Boast is 1. So here I think we just go aggro. We could foretell, but we're going to attack. And then we're going to boast. Decent value on turn 2. Yep, Packmate comes out. So we have the Plow. Now we need the Ox. We don't have good attacks here. Helm's not going to do anything for us. Let's take this opportunity to foretell the Guardian. And then I don't want to throw away the Dusk Wielder. So if we draw into untapped land, we can either get the Recruiter out or the Guardian. Ooh, that is a nice card. That is one of the ones I remember from my short amount of research I did last night on the set. Ooh, Doomscar. So again, opponent with the 3/3s. That makes it a little bit tough for us. Didn't draw into land. Yikes. We need some removal and we need land. Need another white for Doomscar. Foretell. Getting stuck on 3 lands is really awkward. And no attacks here. So we're already behind on tempo here. Gonna take a big swing from the opponent here. Okay, some ramp capability there. Yeah, 6 damage coming through. Bound in gold. Yeah, we're still gonna take, well, we'll take at least 3 next turn. But I think that's all we got to do, so let's shut down the bird. We can attack here, but we can't boast. I think we better hold back. Which means likely the Packmate comes through. They might offer the trade with the Seeker, and if they do, I think we take it. Oh, just kidding. Well, that's no bueno. Do we take 7 here? Go down to 5? I think we block and hope that we can Doomscar. Yep, opponent gets another land. Ramping it up in green. And of course it would be our tapped land. That's unfortunate. Yikes. So we're looking at 7. We can chump block 1, so we're looking at 4. Ooh, this is going to be tough to come back from. Let's go ahead and get the helm out. We can't foretell anything. Or we get the plow out just for giggles. I mean, honestly, the plow is more likely to be beneficial if we get the ox. And we'll pass the turn. Hopefully the opponent doesn't play tricks here, but they play out their board more. Block the Seeker. Yep, thinning out the deck, getting more land. Down to 5 for us. Alright, come on, play some big creatures. And they don't. So they have islands. If we get counterspelled here, that's busted. But let's go for it. Play the helm. We could have actually, we probably should have been better off holding on to that because we could have played it for 5 and got a creature out of it. That was a little hasty. Opponent's got a full grip, so we've got plenty to worry about. How many creatures in our graveyard? We just have the 1. No reason not to play land here. So we can play this for 4, that leaves 2. Doesn't do anything for us there. So a 3/7 or a 3/6 with Vigilance. I think we get the... Go with the bigger booty and just use it all. Be more efficient with their mana here. And cast the 6-drop. So we can suit that up to be a 5/9, which is nice. Backbait comes back in. Opponent draws a card. 5 cards in hand for the opponent, so I'm sure they have plenty of gas at this point. Oh my goodness. Packmate.deck. That's their 3rd one, isn't it? Oh, good card. Raven form. Exile target artifact or creature its controller creates a blue bird token with flying. Yikes. That's busted. Alright, it's exiled. So we can't go back and get it. So Recruiter is significantly worse. Play the Guardian, play a Swamp. Pass the turn. Yeah, this is a tough one to get out of. Doomsguard definitely helps push us into the late game, but our opponent has too many cards in hand to make me think that we have a good chance here. Yep, that's a problem. What's the attack trigger on this? I forgot already. Oh yeah, more value looking at the top card of your library. Then we got a 4/4. So we can make that the bird a 3/3. We get the recruiter out and equip it next turn. Don't think we're going to be double spelling anytime soon. Let's fill out the board here. And go next. So we can equip the plow. But then it's a potential trade situation, which might not be a bad choice at this point. We could take out the largest creature. Enters battlefield as a copy of permanent you control, except it's legendary snow. It's a creature enters with 2 additional +1. Wow, yeah. That's a card. Yeah, at this point we're just letting the opponent play out their cards. I think we're dubs next turn easy. We're gonna have to make unfortunate trades here on the attack. Let's see what they do. Yep, they're gonna crew it up. Come on down. They're only coming in with the boat. That's a little bit slow. Oh, I needed to crew before now. Oops. Alright, we'll block there. That was my mistake. I haven't used vehicles in so long, I forgot. Draw a card. Is there a world in which we can survive this? Put 2/2, we can make that a 5/5. Or we can make that a 3/3. That at least trades with the Raven. Let me foretell this. Pass the turn. Is there any way we survive this turn? Let's find out. Okay, we'll trade vehicles. Ooh, removal's nice. We can take out the bird, I guess. If it's a 3/3, might as well be the bird. So they'll discard one, we'll draw one. Ooh, poison cup. Pass the turn. So we can use poison cup on the biggest creature, and we'll get the scry, which is why we went ahead and just did the foretell. I don't think you can foretell it and cast it on your turn. That's instant. Okay, vanilla 5/5, sure. See what the opponent does here. The scry is going to be significant at this point. Wow, really? Just all the pump fakes? We want to scry, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of Pac-Mate. Story Seeker Lifelink. What do I want? I think I want better cards than that. Yeah. I'll take that. So we stabilized a bit. So knowing we can take out the 5/5, can I swing in with the bird and apply some pressure? Still gotta deal with the 4/4 block there. And then I would have to trade the Pac-Mate and the Recruiter. Yeah. Let's get saucy. Oh, you can only equip at sorcery speed. I probably should have moved things over. Oh, this is perfect. Wait, what? Oh. Oops. That was game ending. Has to be attacking or blocking. Got too hasty there. And we get blowed out. Well, we can't take this damage. So I think we're not going to be playing 2 spells here, so we'll trade here. Recruiter. Though I think it's going to be hard to get that going either. That's not what we need. So this will be good. We'll use Sigrid to block the pack mate. We'll have to jump the Outrider. Okay, so we get a creature token. Any number of target shapeshifters for 4. Yeah, we're not going to survive that. Prolonging the inevitable. Not really worried about holding onto that land and making my opponent worry at this point. They're going to come in with 4/4s regardless. And they're going to play whatever card they have if it's meaningful to them. Oh my goodness.
Speak my name with admiration. Join me in battle.
Oh no, we can't activate this until next turn. Yeah, we're dead. We are dead. Well, we held in there longer than I expected, but we were kind of delaying the inevitable. There was a moment in time that I thought maybe we can turn the corner, but opponent had really good cards. Heading on into game number 3. 1 win, 1 loss is the record. So far, so good. I wouldn't have chosen black-white as the colors that I wanted to push into, but just kind of followed the cards and the rares a bit, and it's really not bad. I'm really enjoying the board wipe. Let's see here. Yeah, this is okay. We can keep this. It's a little different. No creatures except for Sigrid. Gotta make sure we use Sigrid correctly. Learned that last game. Wait and flash it in until something's attacking, otherwise you don't get to exile anything. Usher of the Fallen. Boast, create. Ooh, that's a good card. Let's foretell Skull Raid. Nice thing about Bound in Gold is, though Boast is a mana ability, we can't attack with it, so we can shut down the Fallen here with the Bound in Gold. That's just a value engine that I'm not interested in seeing how far it goes out. Or we could use Sigrid here and save Bound in Gold for something else. That might be a good way to go. They can still get the Boast trigger, so that's one more 1/1 that they get in play. But we get to snap off the block, so let's try to ambush that way. And they chose not to activate the Boast. That's interesting. So this is a good blowout for us. Well, not really a blowout. It's a good trick. Sigrid doing what Sigrid should be doing. When it dies, get another. So this is definitely a token deck of some sort. Yeah. Ooh, Great Hall of Starnheim. Let's see here. So we can block that and take one. So what's our best play here? So I think we can hold off on Bound in Gold. Would be a decent time for Skull Raid. And then I think we... Ooh, or we could get the Braggart out. Or we could foretell the Blast. Let's make it hurt a little bit more on the Skull Raid, so let's get the Braggart out. And then just pass the turn. We'll take a defensive stance here. And the next turn we'll play the Great Hall, because it comes in tapped. I want to be able to do two things in that turn. So next turn we can Skull Raid and foretell the Warhorn Blast. Or if they play something significant, we've got Bound in Gold as backup. But they don't have any good attacks here. But we will on our turn. If they don't attack, then we're looking at using the Braggart. Using its Boast ability. So that puts us down to either Skull Raid or just putting Bound in Gold. Warhorn Blast would be really good with Sigrid, I think. That'd be in a blocking situation with the first strike. Opponent in the tank here. They are in black and white, so they have access to the same removal that we do. So we might just see Sigrid get blown up. I miss being able to right click on cards and having them show up bigger over here. Protection from God creatures. That's significant if your opponent drops a mythic god on the battlefield. Most of them have a wall of text and a few other things as well. Alright, nothing from the opponent there. So I think we go full attack here. We could play the Plains and then have Warhorn Blast as a backup for a trick. Which means we're not playing Great Hall. That's fine. I think that's the better way to go. Our plan is the Skull Raid and Boast, I think, at this point. Did our opponent Rage Walk? Or maybe they're having technical difficulties. Always want to give somebody the benefit of the doubt. Exile target creature or planeswalker. Yep. Maybe we're just slow rolling that. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but there's nothing I can do about it. So they get their Assure of the Fallen back. Am I willing to trade? I think not. I think we hold back here. Let's Skull Raid. Ooh. Warhorn Blast is worse with only one creature in play. But I don't really feel like binding the shield mate. I think I'll take the 3 damage right now. So yeah, let's go ahead and foretell. Hold on to Bound in Gold, and then we definitely want to play the Hall next turn. Which we have to wait another turn to actually activate it. Resplendent Angel, Mythic. Oh, they built a warrior deck. Nicely done. Angel warrior. Human warrior. Yeah, we're not blocking. Oh, it's with the exiled card. That's why. So we're not looking at warriors. Did they exile a card? Yeah, so it was the cleric. Okay, that makes more sense why. Human? Yep, okay. Anyways, back to the game. We can Bound in Gold the bird or the shield mate. Knowing that we can get a 4/4 angel next turn. Yeah, I think we take the damage from the bird. Let's take the most damage off the board. Pass the turn. So we're on our heels here. We need to draw into some better stuff than getting a little bit flooded. So I think we'll just see the bird come in here. We'll see what the opponent wants to do. They sure are taking their precious time to do it, whatever they're going to decide on here. It's a new set, though. So we'll try to be patient. Oh, nice! Doomscar. What does this take to activate? Yeah. I have to sacrifice another creature? I don't want to do that. That's dumb. Should have read that better. So that's interesting. So let's foretell Doomscar. Which means we can't play it this turn, right? Yep. Do we boast? Yeah. The opponent has to double block here, otherwise we just get through. Okay, 20 life. That's what I was hoping for. And we still have a blocker. Yeah, now they attack with the angel. It's a good play. See if they play out another creature here. Yep. We draw into an effigy as well. So I think we're okay going with Doomscar here. But I really don't want to lose my Braggart. It's a tough decision. So we could get an angel. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and attack. See what they do. Make our decision after attacks. Triple block. Let's see. I'm doing 5 potentially. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I really don't need to do 4. Yeah. This is good. We're gonna lose him anyways. No benefit into activating the boast here. So now's a good time for Doomscar, I think. And then get the angel out. Wait, what? Oh, okay, so they get a 2-2. Get your ballerina on. Whenever it enters or dies, exile a creature card from your graveyard. Yep, okay. A land! Just what I always wanted. See if they give me the sweet, sweet value of no blocks. And we'll take that sweet, sweet value. I wouldn't mind drawing into the cup here. Being able to destroy something and scry 2. Need to be getting to some good cards here. instead of lands. Bogus. Flying Vigilance is awesome. We'll get in the air for 4. Pretty sweet looking token. I'm not messing with that angel. Come on. Not quite what we want. But we will play it nonetheless. Inevitable flyer in the air. We've got lethal next turn with Warhorn Blast. Wondering if the Seeker's going to come in just for that lifelink value. That would put them out of range of lethal in the air for us next turn. And they're thinking real hard about it. Cool helmet, bro. Alright. If they do not have removal, enters the battlefield up to 2 target creatures, each get an indestructible until end of turn. So we can cast this for 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we can cast it for 5. Yep. Let's go for the lethals. Good game, my friend. Good game. Wow, we were able to grind that one out. The Angel token being the turnaround for us. Whew, that was a good game. Two wins, 1 loss, going into game 4. Been pretty grindy so far. I am really liking the foretell mechanic quite a bit. Alright, so we got some removal, the Effigy, Sigrid, Iron Verdict for more removal, Sinkhole, good on mana, I think we keep this. Doomscar, my favorite card so far. Ooh, and then the Raptor. Okay. Let's see here. I don't think we're worried about Doomscar quite yet. Next turn we can double spell, so I think we just go for the Effigy here. And get a creature out next turn. Yeah, Packmate, most popular card so far that I've seen that my opponents are playing in green. Nice value card. And the Cleric. So we have a 4/4 Packmate on turn 3. Seems good. I like getting the Scry out of Poison the Cup. So I think we use Hagrid next turn. Or Sigrid, sorry, Hagrid. And this is the Harry Potter set. Sword of the Realms. Yikes. Yeah, that's a thing. Opponent just coming screaming out of the gate. Doomscar's looking pretty good. So we could poison the cup. Oh wait, we have first strike. Yeah, we'll still go for this game plan here. So we'll take out the protector. And then we'll block with first strike. We'll go back to the opponent's hand. Let's go ahead and get in for some damage. Let's foretell the Doomscar. Let's foretell the verdict. Question is, do we play effigy? And hope for attacks next turn, depending on what the opponent plays. Actually, let's hold back. See what the opponent does here. Equip cost 2. First Rider. Locking down Sigurd. Interesting. Let's foretell poison the cup. What do we want to do here? So I think we're going to get rid of the Strider one way or another. We can choose between Poison the Cup and Iron Verdict. Let's go ahead and play the Dusk Wielder. And say go. Present a chump blocker. I think we use Poison the Cup, so we get the Scry. I'm interested in looking at what we've got coming up. Warhorn Blast, Skull Raid. I like Skull Raid. Warhorn Blast. I think where we're at in this game, we can put that down. And let's see what they play. Main phase 2. Valkyrie. You may pay 2 and exile a creature card from graveyard rather than pay card's mana cost. Okay, that's pretty smart. If we pay 4 for this, then all we have is Iron Verdict. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's get cards out of the opponent's hand. Get their last 2 cards. Equip 2, so they can't equip it yet. But they will on their turn. So I think we want to go ahead and Verdict. So that they can't get the Valkyrie back. And that gives us attacks. Why can't I foretell this? What? Oh, because it's target tapped creature. Ding dong. That doesn't work. So they'll just get it back to hand. Vigilance flying. Dadgummit. Doomscar on our turn would have been the better way to go. Boast, tap target creature. Swing in. I don't think they'll block, unfortunately, though we want them to. So otherwise, if we wipe the board, they'll get their backmate. Interesting. Silly Valkyrie. I'm not sure how we get rid of that permanently, because if we... This doesn't exile, it just destroys, so that'll go back to hand. And we can't get it with Iron Verdict because it doesn't tap. Yikes, we're in a tough spot here. We already used the cup. We need our enchantment. That doesn't do us any good. We need to lock down the Valkyrie. What does it cost? 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they can still equip again. Well, we can put out the Raptor. It's going to make the board wipe hurt more. And the Plow. Be nice if the Plow had reach. Still nothing good. Yikes. Oh, here we go. Duh. Wow. The solution was sitting right in front of me. I totally knew that when I cast that card. Will they just suit it up again next turn, though? Hopefully they have something more interesting to play, so they'll get the Valkyrie out and not suit it up immediately. No, it doesn't look like that's what they're gonna do. That's a brutal combo. Absolutely brutal. We get the Ox. We get the Ox. It is create 3-mana, gain 3 life. Yeah. We'll play the Ox. We did it. We got the Plow and the Ox together. Oh, that's hilarious. We could have attacked with the champion and tapped down the Valkyrie. But I think we want to save that until we have a better combo. And they're not going to block first strike. Are we dead? No, we're not dead yet. We're getting awfully close. Nothing we can really use the mana for, so whatevs. Champion blocks Seeker. They gain 4 life. They don't need 4 life. We'll see the bird come in. Come on, enchantment. Enchantment removal. Yeah, I'll present lethal, so we'll block. They got a trick. They just want more land, thin out the deck. Alright. Valor of the Worthy is not what I wanted. What to do, what to do. I think we're just dead. And we Doomscar. They'll get the Valkyrie back. Yeah. Sword of the Realms is strong. We get the big cat. So we're taking 6 in the air, so we're almost dead. They can get one more damage across, we're toast. Oh yeah, it's pumpable. Dadgum. What a wicked combination. Sword of the Realms on the common Valkyrie. Sweet combo. Sweet combo. Let's get in there and hope for another win. I'd like to at least finish with 3 wins if all possible. That should give me enough gems to do another draft. Two and 2 going into game 5 here. Okay, so we got some creatures. We got Warhorn Blast. So this is good early game, I suppose. We'll keep it. We'll see what happens. We're on the play here. Definitely going to need some more white at some point. Some plans. Ooh. Mono black it is. Let's see. Let's foretell. Yeah. Let's foretell this guy. Gives us an opportunity to double spell next turn. Or at least foretell and cast the Oracle. Be mana efficient here. Opponent in red and blue. Spells matter in some way, shape, or form, I assume. Let's see. Yeah. Oracle comes out. We'll foretell the effigy here. That's a blocker. We got white. Let's pump it up. Pump it up again. Gain some life. Go swinging. Let's go ahead and build off the board. We can hard cast Warhorn Blast next turn if we want. Try to push through damage. See if they get another blocker out of the battlefield here. Looking at the Seeker with some removal. Is it the one drop in red? No, no foretell. I'm not familiar enough with the set to try to predict what the opponent's doing. 2 cards foretell, 2 mana available to cast them, and I would expect from blue-red that there's some spells involved. And they'll tap out for the Robber. Exile a creature card from your graveyard, create a treasure token. Swing the team. See how they do blocks and decide if the blast is worth doing here. So bounce, bounce, and they take 4. Let's munch their board. Clear the board, get in 6. Feels good for 5 mana, I'll take it. They have a grip full of cards, so we're not out of this yet. Just checking out the art on this card. How convenient that they found that pile of stone to stand on. Blow the horn. That's pretty epic art there. I like it. I like it. We could get the braggart out. These guys are annoying because they can double block. That's not great. Board stall it is. I don't think I'm willing to trade the Seeker for just one of the tokens at this point. Although getting cards off the battlefield might be smart, depending on what the opponent's up to. Grip of 5 cards in hand. We're down to 1. They're ahead of us on resources. Interesting play. Now we'll go for some attacks here. Play the board once again. Play the recruiter. Now we're in top deck mode. Those weren't the most favorable trades for us. Squash! I've been squashed. Poison the cup, that's good. Let's get in for some damage. Opponent down to 4. Oh, shoot. I got hasty. We definitely wanted to foretell poison in the cup for that value. To be able to scry. That is unfortunate. Hopefully that's not a big deal. So we try to push through the damage. Draw a card, then discard a card. Snowland. Do they have any snowlands? They have 1. Doesn't matter which one it is. Exile the top card of your library. You may play that card. So both of them have card synergy. And this will close out the game for us. There we go! Sweet deal. Able to push our way through. Drawing into 2 pieces of removal back to back was key. Didn't get punished for not getting the scribe. What we needed just happened to be on top of the deck, so the deck was gracious to us in that particular situation. Gotta remember with the cup, a lot of times it's much more valuable to foretell it on your turn and when you're planning on using it on your opponent's turn if you have the mana for it, so you get that scry ability. Rock and roll, so we're up to 3 wins. Let's keep playing. Ooh, we've got the Ox. It's the first time that's been available. Maybe we can draw into the plow. We've got good early plays. Nice curve. And we've got the Great Hall, which I'm keen to have at the ready. So let's keep this 7 and see where it goes. Though we have 1-drops. Ooh. Do we Great Hall just to have it, or play it as our 3rd? I think let's be aggressive and get the Dusk Wielder out. Create a 2/1 Dwarf Berserker creature token, boast 3. Interesting. I'm keen to kill that. They say no. That's a good play next turn. Let's get out the Ox. So they can still activate the boast, and the Ox doesn't kill them. So they can start getting value out of the Liberator. Oh, and they'll do just that. Come on. Block. I think we wait on the hall. We can't quite double spell here. We can get the champion out as a good applicable blocker though. Yeah, better than the Oracle here. We'll do that. Flying's a problem. There's that Valkyrie again. Can't double spell here yet either. Oh, we don't even have this out. We're not even worried about double spell. So we can boast this to tap down target creature. I'm okay doing that. Let's rumble. Oh, I needed to do that. Oops. Crap! I did that wrong. Yeah, that's fine. Oops. And then we will foretell. I meant to tap down the Valkyrie. And I got the timing off there. Wasn't paying attention. That's embarrassing. Ooh, lifelink on the bird. That hurts. That hurts quite a bit. We need to leave one white up. We need to take care of the bird. Is that, it's an enchantment. Okay, good. Not an artifact. Ooh. Don't have enough white to do quite what we want to do. And we'll pass the turn. Let's get rid of the Valkyrie. Three, two with haste. What? That's weird. Do we trade? Yeah. I'm okay trading. Get this guy out. Double spell, get the trigger there. Trigger here. Pass the turn. Cavalry. Target creature gains haste until end of turn. Sure. Very aggressive deck with some 1/3s in it. Get some treasure. The recruiter. That cost me 4. Just enough to do that. That's at sorcery speed. Yeah, I think we just cash in the hall here. Take the defensive stance. Start going over top next turn. The Oracle can block the Cavalry. The Angel on the Berserker. Empty hand for the opponent, that's nice for us. No good attacks for them here. Attacking or blocking. See if the Berserker blocks here, so we will exile it with Sigrid. Four damage gets through. No good attacks for our opponent. Oh, land. Ooh. Well, I also got a land. Does that make you feel any better? Let's get aggro. That's what I was hoping for. I realized that after I made that attack, they could double block Sigrid and get their creature back, so that was kind of foolish. Keep building out the board with the recruiter. We can get our guy back hopefully next turn. Use the boast ability and get back the Oracle. Or the Champion would be nice. Tap target creature could be good. Flying artifact enchantment spells cost 1 less to cast. That's a happy horsey. More lands. Let's see. So we get in with the bird. Yeah, we'll stay aggressive. First strike, we'll take out the double block, and then we'll still trade with the other creature, right? Oh no, it's double strike. Yeah, I want to take out the bird here. It's boast. And I think we want to take the tap down effect. We're going to get 4, 5, 6. That puts them down to 5. Yeah. That might help us push through the damage that we need. Can you foretell at instant speed? Because it keeps on coming up like I can do that. Interesting. Opponent going out with a fight? Or do they got a trick in hand? Yep, just going down with the fight. Good game to the opponent. Go down swinging. And we will pick up another win. The deck's really clicking a lot better than I expected. Having the flexibility of the boast is better than I expected, and I'm really enjoying being able to foretell things. This is I think this is going to shake out to be a really fun set. It was just my first draft, yet to be determined, but we'll see how it goes. All right, 4 wins, 2 losses going into Game 7. Ooh, mono black lands. Yeah, that's too risky. I think we... Oh, mono black lands. That's the exact same hand. I'm going to have to go back and watch the video. Is that not the exact same hand? Give me a break. Whatever. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Something's wrong with the shuffler. Peppers. It's got the first strikes. First strikes doesn't work against me. Get some damage in. Haha. This is gonna be brutal. This is gonna be absolutely brutal. Do we foretell a white card in hopes that we can play a white card? Yeah, that's probably the smart play. We'll trade 1 for 1 with the puppers this time. See if they equip it with something. Keep playing our our 1-drop game here. We could foretell a Warhorn, I guess. Oh look, a Yeti. The abominable snow monster shows up. And we foretell. Yep. Pass the turn. Take 3 from the Yeti. What a brutal hand to start with. I expect a pump spell here. Oh, yeah, and the puppers can pump himself. That's a thing. That is indeed a thing. So we can get a 3-2 and trade. Or we can lock up the Yeti. Say we lock up the Yeti. Puppers can still get in for 3. Strategic planning. Top 3 cards, put 1 of them into your hand, rest in your graveyard. New art reprint. Fearless Liberator. Alright, some more lands. We could use some lands. First strike 3. Man, that pup's good. He's a common. Can't quite get the big boy out. We could double spell though. Put the Oracle out. And the champion gains 2 life. Bird Strider, Giant Wizard. And we get tapped down. Ooh, there's our favorite card, Doomscar. We could hold back and just play that. We threaten to trade with everything except for the Bird Strider. Then we can fill out our big boys on the board. Or we could just spin this now and get a bird back afterwards. Or we can make that a 4/4, that a 5/5. I think we sit on this turn and see what happens. Do they activate Boast? Sad. They're gonna give us 3 damage. And let's scar it up. Can't block alone. We got a 4/4. We can hard cast. We only have 4 mana. A 3/3. Ooh. Oh, it's only until end of turn 3/3, so that doesn't actually take care of that. Oh, I don't really want to trade. That's a bummer. Yeah, let's prep for next turn. So, foretell the Guardian. I guess that's all we get to do. Yikes. It was a bummer of a turn with only 4 mana. Another Yeti. Okay, opponent's got gas. Oh my goodness. Just a handful of it. We need another board wipe. Wow, alright, we need 2 blockers or we're dead. So let's Giant Ox. think the Yeti is actually the more important threat to get rid of. So we take 1 more damage next turn. And that's all she's doing. Alright. Just feeling kind of awkward with our mana and what we're able to do. Our opponent way ahead of us on the mana resources. Run ashore. What do we get? Target non-land permanent puts on top of the library. That's a good game, and that is going to wrap it up for this tournament. That is our last loss. Boots us. But hey, we made it further than I was expecting to make it, especially with that deck. It outperformed my expectations based on the draft. Definitely think I need to be drafting a bit better. But ended up, hey, getting us to 4 wins. I'll take that. Let's claim some prizes. And let's crack some packs. 7 packs to crack. I had some other packs to use the promo code. Non-land permanents, cards of graveyard libraries can't enter the battlefield. And graveyards and libraries. Players can't cast spells from graveyards or libraries. What the heck is this? That doesn't make any sense. Non-land permanent cards in graveyards and libraries can't enter the battlefield. Oh, okay, so they can't come directly from your library. Okay, yep. I'm smart after that. Oh yeah, Old Growth Troll. That's going in a mono green deck for sure. Bloody Berserker. Okay, cool stuff there. I'll take that rare. See if we get any lands. I'm interested in lands. Modal double-spaced lands. 3 Seasons. The Betrayal. Mill. Everything's about Mill. Cool. Alright. Not super exciting. I'm not much of a Mill player. Hailstorm Valkyrie. That's probably good. Realmwalker. Changeling. ETBs. Choose a creature type. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. Cast creature spells with the chosen type from the top of your library. Okay, it's a little bit of a value engine. 3-drop, 2/3 Changeling. Yeah, sure. Yep. Any rare card I want, I'll take that. Options are now. Oh, and a mythic? I'm liking these packs. Trade them in for whatever I want. I can dig it. The Bloody Massacre. Create a 2/3 Demon Berserker. When a Berserker attacks this turn, you draw a card and lose a life. And then add red for each Berserker you control until end of turn. Okay. It's interesting. Old Growth Troll. The Oracle has spoken. I am supposed to rebuild a mono green deck and go ham. When it dies, if it was a creature returned to the battlefield, it's now an aura. Enchant a forest you control, tap for 2 green, or you can pay 1, tap, sacrifice that land, and create a 4/4 green troll warrior token with trample. Seems good to me. Right on. Well, if you stuck around this long, thanks for joining me today in my first draft of the new set. Kaldheim seems pretty awesome. Good luck in your drafts and games as well. We'll see you next time in the arena. Catch you on the flip side.